What is going on, Football Mafia? My name is Jake, aka Jake the Bills fan, and if you clicked on this video, I already know what you're thinking. Jake, why are you making a video on somebody who is not even a free agent at the moment? He's still signed to a team, and that is because Von Miller is one of these names that keeps popping up whenever they're talking about players that are potentially going to be cut from their teams, veteran free agents. And when you hear the name Von Miller, you think, wow, this dude is really, really dominant when it comes to pass rushing. And that he is. Von Miller was really, really dominant at that. And I keep seeing comments, saying like, hey, would Von Miller be a good addition if J.J. Watt does not come to Buffalo? And, at this moment right now, here's your little Watt watch alert. He put out some tweet today about the mitochondria, and apparently this is what's trending on Twitter. So it's connecting him to the Buffalo Bills again, and that's everything that we want. Hopefully it doesn't break our hearts in the end. But Von Miller is a lot different from the JJ Watt situation, right? So JJ Watt is in this situation where everybody's saying that he might be ring chasing. He wants to go to a contender and ring chase. And the problem with Von Miller is he doesn't really need to ring chase unless he's trying to just beef up his ring collection. Because if Von Miller was on the Denver Broncos team that went and won in the Super Bowl against the Carolina Panthers. And, he really doesn't need to ring chase. My dude, if he gets released, is probably going to, want some money. Whereas J.J. Watt, when he gets released, which he did, he's going to maybe not necessarily be looking for all the money in the world, but to try to have the opportunity to cement his legacy as a Super Bowl champion, whereas Von Miller has already done that. So if we miss out on J.J. Watt, would I like if we brought in Von Miller? I think Von Miller is a good addition to your team. I think that Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane are well aware of Von Miller. Sean McDermott, even more because he was on the coaching staff that had to prepare for Von Miller while, the defense doesn't prepare for the opponent's defense. He is aware of who Von Miller is and how Von Miller was one of the main reasons why the Carolina Panthers lost that Super Bowl. And in all honesty, I think Von Miller would be a good addition to the Buffalo Bills if they do miss out on J.J. Watt for the right price. If the guy is coming in wanting a ton of money, we don't have that kind of money to throw around. And Von Miller, while I do think he has the attitude and would fit in just fine of coming in and going to work and wanting to just absolutely dominate, you got to argue that he is on the downward trajectory of his career, and you don't want to pay a guy on the downward spiral a little bit more than he's worth, right? So he was making about $18 million in cap hit with the Broncos, and that is why he's most likely going to be cut, because they're moving forward, trying to rebuild, and that's a lot of money that you could try to clear up. Obviously, it's not fully $18 million they're going to get back, but they're still getting a large chunk of money back if they let an aging Von Miller go. And if he's already fine with having the one ring to his name and he just wants to go get paid, the Buffalo Bills won't pay him the type of money that I know he's going to be looking for. Whereas J.J. Watt, you will be able to pay him roughly, like around $10 million, and maybe even working, signing bonus, stuff like that, and have him come in to be probably just as effective as Von Miller, who's coming off of a whole season where he did not play because of an ankle injury. So those are just my thoughts on Von Miller. I, talked about it last week, how Von Miller might be an option. And I said I would make a video this week talking about Von Miller, and there we have it. I think that Von Miller, if you bring him in at the right price, is a good addition, but if he's wanting a ton of money and not really ring chasing, he's not a good addition, and J.J. Watt is still your main option. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a comment down below and tell me what you think. Would you bring in Von Miller, even if it was for a high price tag, or are there some caveats to it that you would like me to know of? If you do enjoy other Buffalo Bills content, it does come out on the channel weekly. So make sure to subscribe and join the Football Mafia. And if you haven't already, go check out my podcast on the Buffalo Fanatics Podcast Network. It does come out on Wednesday, but there is a backlog where we have done a couple of weeks of episodes. It's called the Jordan Hour, where me and my brother, we sit and we talk football, everything from Buffalo Bills to the division to even the whole league in general. So if you are interested in that, then make sure to go check that out down below. My name has been Jake, aka Jake the Bills fan, and I will see you guys in the next video.